Welcome back. Lose weight in 2 weeks. Let's talk about what actually works. See if you can relate to this. Saw it online. I've been unhappy with myself. I'm ready to start. I'm out of breath walking up one flight of stairs and talking. All I do is sleep and play video games on my days off. Here are some things that I'm going to do for the next 2 weeks: walking daily 15 minutes minimum, deleted my food delivery apps, cooking at home no matter what, daily water intake of 91 ounces, 1,400 to 1,500 calories per day, fasting 1 meal a day, sleeping a minimum of 7 hours. I'm set in stone on the above things. I've made a promise to myself that I can do this for 2 weeks as a starting point. What else should I focus on or add? Or after 2 weeks, I'm not able to continue living with myself the way I am currently. So click like if that's something you relate to. Sounds like they're ready to make some serious changes. So we definitely want to make sure that we recognize the process of habit change. Right now, this is sounding like a new year resolution where you're making several changes, possibly too many changes at once. We want to break this down. And some of these things, some of these plans are aggressive, they don't have context, and the minimums and hard limits may not be realistic for this person or most people. So I want to break this down for you so you can make informed decisions if you're looking to lose weight in the next 2 weeks or start a health plan, weight loss plan. Here we go. So my name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance. I help business owners lose weight and feel their best without crash diets or guilt. You can take my Live Align scorecard. It's free, 3-minute quiz so you can check your health habit score and learn the next best step for you to take below on YouTube. So let's go through these one by one so we can get a better look at them. I'll give my feedback as a health coach, the guilt-free health coach that can help you make a sustainable and realistic weight loss plan. So walking 15 minutes per day, good idea. Decrease your sedentary time will help you with weight loss. A big thing when it comes to this, you want to schedule your walks if you are adding them in new. So if you haven't been walking, you don't have a habit of doing it, then you want to make it as easy as possible for your new habits to start. Otherwise, you might just skip them because you weren't doing them before in the first place. So when you schedule your walks, that gives you an appointment. Keep your appointments like you would any other appointment or date where you have to go do that. All right. Most people thrive with a modest goal like walking 2 times per week, then increasing over the span of a few weeks. Wanting to instantly go 15 minutes per day can be a challenge because it's such a dramatic change. Even though it only seems like 15 minutes, that's a lot of times per week. So make sure that you are starting with a realistic goal for yourself here. Just take that in consideration. Next, deleting food apps and cooking at home. Reasonable idea. That's definitely something that, improving your food environment, making it harder for you to access foods. The thing is, you're smarter than you think. You're going to order food if you want it. You can just call the place, you can download the app again, all that stuff. However, if you want to make it more likely that you will meal prep and cook and eat healthier foods at home, then you want to plan your meals, have healthy snacks and ingredients available so they're easy to access and they're faster than ordering food that's delivery. And they could be competitively delicious too, especially if you have a good cookbook, maybe an Instapot, good recipes, that kind of stuff. I've got some recipes linked below that have done for you grocery lists and meal plans so you can meal prep. It makes it really easy to pick out healthy foods. Next item they had on their list, drinking more water. Another great idea. This can keep you from eating extra calories, help you with understanding your sensory, also boost your mood. I've done videos on that. I can put a link below on YouTube. So drinking more water, definitely a good idea. You want to start early and often. So usually after sleeping for a few hours, you didn't drink anything in your sleep. So wake up, have some water, rehydrate, and then throughout the day, have water. Now they recommended, or this person said they were going to do about half their body weight in ounces of water per day. That's a good recommendation based on public health. Right. Next, calorie target was about 1,000 calories lower than their total daily energy expenditure. And that may be too aggressive for most people. So they had a calorie goal in mind, and it's probably a lot less than they've been doing. According to the calculation for their energy requirements now, it's about 1,000 calories less. So if you are able to do that that would be about 2 pounds of weight loss per week. However, that is a big change. And a lot of people don't account for how hungry they will feel or how easy it is to miscalculate their calories or how many calories they're eating before. So it represents a big change. It's a big change in your habits, and that can make it more challenging. So you want to be mindful. A lot of times I recommend going with fewer calories or a smaller calorie deficit than that, maybe 200 to 500. I'll put a video on YouTube link below so you can see that. They said they're going to do one meal a day. I can't recommend that for most people. This is basically like what it says. You eat one big meal a day and get all of your calories and nutrients from that. That is technically disordered eating, and it doesn't seem to work for a lot of people. Now, it does work for some. I wouldn't recommend it because then you're pretty much obsessing over food throughout the day. You're feeling hungry, you're feeling deprived, and then you are overeating usually in one big session in a day. And I can't recommend that one. I don't think it's a good idea for most people, but you know, it is a strategy that exists. I don't recommend it. Next, so instead of one meal a day, I would go with a balanced diet with, a few meals a day, some healthy snacks, getting lots of fruits and vegetables and fiber throughout the day. That way you get all the essential nutrients you need and you feel satisfied without being hungry, obsessing with food throughout the day. Next, sleeping 7 hours per night is the best practice. I said they're going to get more sleep. This one is easier said than done, of course, because you have to get a new routine. It represents more habit changes. But it does give you incredible health benefits, reduces your risk of several chronic disease, helps you with focus and energy, and you feel better. And then you'll probably eat less if you're doing some late night snacking as well. When it comes to getting enough sleep, you need to plan ahead, maybe plan a bedtime routine, plan a bedtime in the first place, decide when you're going to wake up, limit your afternoon caffeine intake, all that stuff, and then actually decide to go to bed at the time that you've planned to do it. So people will mess this up traditionally when they're saying like, oh, let me watch one more show or let me do one more thing online. And then they end up staying up late. And then that cuts into that 7 hours of sleep. So it's a good idea. Make sure that you take the steps to execute it. And then next thing they were talking about, 2 weeks. They're going to do this for 2 weeks and then see what happens after that. They're just so ready for change that they're going to go for 2 weeks. And 2 weeks is a great start. However, at the same time, I also like to think big picture about your health. So what happens after you do this for 2 weeks? Do you just go back to your old habits? Is it actually like a New Year's resolution where you've done it for 2 weeks and then the changes don't stick or the results don't stick after that? How does this 2 weeks fit into longer term plans like the rest of the month or the next 12 weeks or half a year? And then how does your health planning, how you're eating, moving, thinking about your health, how does that fit into other areas? Is it energizing you? Is it helping you feel better about yourself? Or are you doing these other kind of dramatic things, one meal a day? Really, the one meal a day, don't do that, where it's going to make you feel worse about yourself after time. So the big question I always have is, what does a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? Is it just going through these 2 week cycles of changes and then immediately going back and losing all your results? Or do you have an overall plan? So if you want a plan, so you identify the clear steps to take for the next 2 weeks, I have the Live Aligned strategy session where we actually plan it step by step. It's about an hour long. So you know exactly how to start your health journey. And you can start that process with the scorecard below where you see kind of where your health habits are standing currently. You get some personalized tips and you can book a call. We can go over this more specifically to you based with like the information and best practices I have from helping tons of people with their health change and years in public health experience and a master's in medical science, certified personal trainer, all that stuff. I'll be glad to help you understand so you don't just feel so unhappy with yourself that you come up with a bunch of really difficult, challenging, unsustainable weight loss plans, and then you just do them for 2 weeks. So if you want a real plan, let me know. Links below, especially the links to other videos I've talked about. And then next, you can watch how business owners can be patient with weight loss, so you understand it takes longer than 2 weeks. It's a process. I'll put that video up right here. So that's today's message. As always, keep practicing. Peace.